Ladies Unique Creations. I'm Nicole, and today we're going to put this beauty together. So I had went to Harbor Freight and they had miter saws on sale. And of course they didn't have any in stock, so I got a rain check. Went back when they told me that they were going to have them back in stock when they got their shipment, and they didn't get any. And they said none were in transit, and none of the stores had gotten them. So I went online, and luckily I was able to find it. This one, when I used the not 100, they don't have 120% coupons, the 20% off coupon, this one was on sale for $119.99. So I used the 20% coupon, ended up being $99.99. So with shipping and everything, ended up being $111, I think. Which, for this pretty little thing, is beautiful. It's a 10-inch sliding compound miter saw. So we're going to take it out of the box. And I already have the stand right here. This is the stand for it. So we got a stand too. And we're going to put these suckers together, because they're just so beautiful. I don't think the stand needs a name. I do think my saw needs a name though. I gave Esmeralda a name and little Bertha a name. So I think we should name this one too. I don't know what I'm going to name it though. It needs a good name. It's a nice little tool. It deserves a spiffy name. So while we're putting her together, I'm going to think of a name to name her. Because I think she deserves one. Might be a he. I haven't decided yet. He, she, whatever it is, deserves a name. Okay, so it comes with a hex key and the instructions. And it has a little, I'm assuming this is like a little sawdust pouch. A little sawdust pouch. And trash. Thank goodness trash day was yesterday, because now I can throw all the trash in the trash can instead of piling it next to it. Because with a family as large as ours, you tend to fill up your trash can quite fast. And trash day is only once a week. And I don't know if you can get an extra trash can. We don't have one. So let's get all the trash off and out of the way. And I think it's pretty much put together. I believe she's pretty much put together. She's so pretty. So excited. Ever since I came outside, that SpongeBob song is the best ever. Keeps playing in my head when I saw it was delivered. Because not only was this delivered today, but the gas station, which is the only place that I can find this stuff at, the gas station had peanut butter crisp back in. So it's the best day ever. I'm telling you, it is the best day. You can't find peanut butter crisps anywhere anymore. And then, other day, I gotta tell you guys how scummy, how's this come off? Ow. Ow. Guess I shouldn't have did that. How scummy Six Flags Magic Mountain is. So, I went into my email. I saw an email. And we had gotten, for our kids for Christmas, a subscription, I guess like for the yearly pass for Six Flags. And of course, all the amusement parks are closed right now. And they said, you don't have to pay it if you don't want because they're not even open, you can't go. I get a bill for $2,300. Let me tell you, I don't know what is their problem, because I don't think that's very freaking acceptable to charge someone $2,300 for a service they can't even use right now. We were going to continue to pay when they opened back up, and so we could keep going. But you know what? I don't even want to go there anymore, because that's pretty rotten. You don't charge people $2,300. Yeah, that goes there. You don't charge people $2,300 to go somewhere that they can't even go. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Okay. And she didn't come with a blade. She didn't come with a blade. But it did say it's 10 inch. What inch are you? 10 inch. I have extra blade that I bought for my table saw. And this one says construction, cuts into hardwood, softwood, plywood, chipboard, and laminate. We'll use that one. That one looks like a good choice. This one looks like a good choice. So we'll install the blade on this baby. First, if I can open the stupid blade. We'll install the blade. If you hear that noise, the weird tinkling noise, it's because my son is over there playing with his cup. He's taking the straw and making it go up and down, up and down, up and down. Because he doesn't know the meaning of being quiet. He's 2. So he doesn't know that stupid little things like that make a lot of noise. And let me tell you, this thing doesn't want to open for me. Still doesn't want to open for me. Oh, it's not that it didn't want to open. It was stuck. That's why. Okay, so we have the blade. And it says blade installation guide for 56708 miter saw. Unplug saw and raise cutting head. Well, I don't even know what the cutting head is. So we'll turn her around. It's going to be a her. I keep calling it a her. So it'll be a her. Raise cutting head. Well, you have a beautiful little piece of machinery, you. How do I lift you? I don't know how to lift you. Swing the guard, open. Hold back. Hold, swing guard plate, open. Remove guard plate bolt. Well, which bolts is that? That's the spindle lock. She doesn't want to move. Let's see. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, well, she slides. She slides. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I figured it out. So, in order to get her to open, well, I got it to work before. I don't know why I don't want it to work now. Oh, okay. You push her down here, and this little tiny black knob, pull out. So, for the blade, swing guard open and remove guard plate bolt. So the guard. And guard plate bolt. Where is the guard plate bolt? You know, it's always easier when you have to do it the second time. Guard. Where the heck? Replacing the blade. So, I guess this one right here, but no, that doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. So, oh, this might be it. And it's funny because on the side it has a sticker that tells you how to do it. And it has an arrow pointing to this bolt that I'm loosening. Okay, so this, remove the bolt. So there's the bolt. Remove the safety screw. Well, that's this one, but the hex key doesn't fit in this one. Let me get a different hex key. Because that hex key doesn't fit. There's that one. I want to bust this thing already. Wow. Well, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. So that's off. There is a bolt. And now it doesn't want to go back on the way it was on. And I guess I take the whole thing off. That one doesn't fit. Maybe this one will fit. Nope. Son of a biscuit. Maybe it's the screw right here. I think it's the screw in the middle. It's the only thing that wants to move freely. And it's moving freely. But it's not removing. This is really weird. This is really weird. Remove guard plate, swing guard plate open. I did that. Remove that. It says to remove the arbor bolt. The hell am I supposed to get to the arbor bolt if I cannot get these off? Maybe the spindle lock. This is that time I need like 4 hands. 4 hands would work better. And no, I don't think that's the arbor bolt. Huh. Okay, it says lock this by pushing the locking pin, which I do not see a locking pin. Maybe. Remove the safety screw, which would be this. And it's showing me use this hex screw, but this hex screw doesn't want to come out. Something had to give me a hard time. Something had to. This is frustrating. Now, that's not supposed to be on the outside. Now, remove swing guard plate open. I swear my machines all do not want to be used by me half the time. And this one doesn't even come out because there's something on the back. There's a bolt on the back of it. Okay. So this guy is supposed to come up, but he won't come up. This black piece right here, it won't come up. It's supposed to go up, but it won't come up if I can't get that off. And I'm having a hard time getting it off because the hex key is not fitting down in it. And I'm making it go the right way. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to try to get this thing off and see if I can get it off without stripping it, because if I strip it, then that's not good. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, so I'm back. I had to call my son to come and take these bolts off for me because they're really tight and I don't have muscles like that. So this came off of right here. This is the arbor bolt, and this little guy came off of this piece right here, which held this onto here. So the saw blade will go on here, and it fits right here, and then the arbor bolt goes back on here. If I can get it to want to cooperate with me. And this one, to take the bolt off, it goes clockwise. So you have to push down this little button in the back, it's the spindle lock, and then tighten it. And I'm not going to tighten it too tight, because like I said, I don't have muscles like that. And this guy slides back here. This one comes back on here, and this guy goes back in here. That was going to be the hardest part of setting this thing up. I'm not going to put it back on as tight as they had it because, like I said, I'm just not that strong. And then this will come back on here. And for some reason they gave one hex key and it didn't work for all the bolts, so I don't understand it. Didn't make sense to me. Okay, so what do we have left? I have these and so the extensions workpiece extension support. These guys have styrofoam all over them, and they just fit in these holes. So let's take the screw out. And this is going to be fun trying to see underneath it to get the screw back in. And these slide in here. So I don't want to mess this beauty up. I'm going to slide her on her side this way. Slide her that way. That was almost my face. And then these, there's little holes underneath. And I believe it goes like that. And that was pretty simple. So we'll screw the screw back in. Okay, that side's done. Same thing for the other side. And hopefully I don't almost drop it on my face again. This side goes in this side. And goes underneath into the holes. And then gets screwed in. Sometimes I think it would be easier if I was a smaller lady and had like smaller hands to do some of these things. But this guy just doesn't want to go in for me. And I'm pretty sure trying to work left-handed doesn't help. And there it goes. A smaller screwdriver probably would have been a little more useful for that. Okay. So last but not least is the clamp. I'm showing it from the front, which means the clamp, I believe, goes in this side. It goes in there. And then this, I think, can raise and lower. I still haven't thought of a name for her. Still haven't thought of a name for her. And I don't think this can go on the other side. It doesn't. There's not. Oh, it does have the same hole, so it can go on either side. You can clamp it on either side. Okay, so I'm done with all these. Maybe, because I still have to put it on for stand. And it's funny because I think the stand is actually heavier than the saw herself. So, set all that to the side. And we'll have her, the beautiful little beauty she is. And this one is a universal folding miter saw stand. And I don't know if it needs to be put together or if it already came together. I don't know yet. I have not opened it all the way. I just opened it to peek inside and that was about it. And it's not put together. I had to put this thing together too. think I have a certain amount of affection for the certain things that I have to assemble myself. I think that's why I get the names. I don't know. It could possibly be. And this actually has to be put together. I would think if I was folding, that it would come put together already. That's not the case. Excuse the people yelling, that's my neighbors. I think they like when everyone hears them fighting. I don't know. So take all the garbage off, see what pieces we have and what needs to be put together. So we have a Bertha, we have an Esmeralda, we don't have a Betsy. We do not have a Betsy. Maybe she'll be Betsy. I had a car once. Her name was Old Betsy. She was my favorite. Out of all the cars I've had, she was a 66 Chrysler 300. I loved her. She was really slow and kind of useless, but I loved her. I thought she was great. And I have another project I have to start soon. I'm making my daughter, she requested a vanity for her birthday. So I got to figure out how to make a vanity now. I do not know how to make a vanity. And she wants it epoxied. She keeps epoxy from like every project. She has epoxy from me redoing my husband's desk. She has epoxy from the table that I'm currently working on that I have to fix. I think she likes collecting epoxy from my projects. Maybe she'll grow up and be like her mom and do this kind of stuff. Who knows? One of my children's gotta like this kind of stuff, you would think. Wow, this box really has this stuff in here. Okay, so I guess that wasn't tools. It was, ow! Ow, I just pinched my leg with something. I don't know what it was. That hurt. Hurting myself today. This guy. Oh, you push in a button. And there's the legs. I'll show you on this side. There's a little button right here. Push that in. And then the legs come out. And I'm assuming you do the same thing. You want to, well no, you don't do the same thing. That's just coming out of the little notch that they're in. Do this side. We'll put him upside down. Okay, so now we got all the trash put to the side for the most part. Put her she's folding. Oh, I guess I gotta name her. I guess I gotta name her. I guess I gotta name her too if I'm calling it a her. I don't know why I call my tools hers. She. I don't get it. So, workpiece support. These guys, it appears, go in here on either side, and it has, these are for like, these are extensions, and it says the max working length. So that one's in, but I think it's sideways. It is. Yeah, I've written sideways. Okay, so that one's in. And then it shows you put one of these rollers in here. That one's in. And then the opposite side, we'll put, this one also says max working length on it. We'll put that facing upward. And we'll put, sorry, you can go there. And then, oh, where do you go? Okay, so we put those in. They have lock knobs. These are the lock knobs. And I believe it's just to lock this to a different height that you might want it. So we'll lock him. We'll lock him. He's in place. He's in place. And then we don't need it that far right now. I'm not using it. Not using it today anyway. Even though I want to. I want to just come out here and try it. It's like when I get a new vacuum cleaner. For some reason, vacuum cleaners don't last in our household very long. When I get a new vacuum cleaner, I always want to use it the same day. Because I love when I get new vacuum cleaners. There's one vacuum cleaner I need to get. It's called a Rainbow. It's amazing. It's a vacuum cleaner and a carpet cleaner in one. I need one of those bad boys. Okay. So. What do I do now? Universal mounting platform, component controls, blah blah blah. The miter saw goes on these, and then these go on here. Go on here. Like that. But, yeah, that's facing the right way. It says you can have a piece of, I guess it would be a piece of wood as like a mounting platform. But I don't want to do that. Because I kind of like how it is. And I personally am not going to be putting this on a different platform. So, these go under here, and they get bolted on. But what I think I should do is take her down take her down and then mount them so I can go underneath it easier than on top of it. Because while I am tall, I'm not that tall to where I could see above it. So she can come down. The bolts. Sorry, I talk to myself a lot. Don't know why I do that. Don't really care why I do that. I just do it. I don't know why. Move her. She's actually pretty light. She's lighter than my table. My table's not that light. Lean that against Esmeralda. Esmeralda is pretty damn sturdy. Didn't mean to say damn. Darn. Pretty darn sturdy. Oopsie. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But she is. She's very sturdy. She's a very sturdy, beautiful machine. Okay, so these guys go on. And I don't know how far apart they're going to have to be. So this might be a little bit of trial and error. And I might have to move it a couple times. Okay, so this side's on. This one just needs to move a little bit. So maybe I can wiggle it. Oh, that's too far. Woo! Oh, it's stuck on there. Thank goodness. And now I got too far the other way. Let's just put this side on and then I'll worry about this side. That's what I'll do. Put one side on and then worry about the other side later. So this one has a washer and a locking washer on it. But I think I have them on the wrong side. Maybe the locking washer goes on this side. I don't think so. Now I got it stuck. Oh shoot. Now I got it stuck. It is stuck. What can I get it out with? Here's your nail. Maybe I can get it out with a nail. Nope, I'm going to have to turn it upside down. Oops. There it goes. And I had her placed so nicely. She was placed very nicely. Now she's not placed so nicely on her. It's disappointing. And I want her about even. Okay. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to get something to drink and let my children, who keep trying to crawl across the floor in front of this saw that can fall on their head at any time, I'm going to let them leave my garage. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so while they went and did whatever they had to do, I took it upon myself to put all the screws in to kind of get her in place so that I could bolt them in. And these bolts are really tiny, which makes it so it's a little difficult to maneuver in here. They're really tiny. And then there's like this little reservoir-like thing that they end up getting stuck in. Ugh, and I got it stuck again. So these bolts on the bottom, and there's no way really for me to tighten it because, well, I think that's supposed to swivel, but it's not. This part is not so simple. Everything else, minus trying to get that blade on was really easy. I'm gonna have to get a socket wrench and try to tighten these up better. If I have sockets that are small enough, I might not even have sockets that are small enough for this. I can always use needle nose pliers, I guess. And I am missing one of the locking washers. I think I dropped it and forgot to pick it up. Oh no, I found it. It's on the floor. I did. I dropped it and forgot to pick it up. And I believe I mentioned that this stand is portable and that it bolts. Oh man, having big fingers sucks. No good. No good, and the screws are kind of long, so it takes a while to screw the nut all the way up until it's not moving anymore. I think I might turn her on and try her out. I think I might. But I gotta make dinner. So I'm actually excited about dinner today. I'm going to attempt to make sliders that they have at Chili's because typically I do not like ranch flavored stuff. I think it's disgusting. I think it's really disgusting. But Walmart has this ranch chicken, and it's like fried chicken with ranch seasoning on it. And it's so good. And so we had went to Chili's and treated our kids to Chili's because we don't ever really eat out because it's so expensive, and we got so many of us. we ordered out from Chili's and we tried the sliders. Oh my God, they're amazing. I recommend trying them. So I'm going to try to make them today. I think they sound delicious. I was supposed to make I wanted steak. We'll put it in the fridge. So I like those really cheap, thin steaks. Those are really good. And I put it in the fridge, and lo and behold, overnight, it turned brown, so I can't have steak. So I'm doing sliders. Whoa. This part's kind of difficult. I'll do it later because I'm pretty sure that's not very interesting to you guys. So, being the workspace, I think you find a piece of wood. You find a piece of wood. I'll be right back. Okay. So. Mom's okay, go play. My son was trying to help me get wood. Like his little butt could lift this wood. So, I'm going to loosen this so I can put the wood on here. Actually, I'm just going to move it for now. And then I'm going to raise these guys so that they're high enough. So if I want to extend it, I can extend it. If I want to lower or raise it, I can lower or raise it. And this one's way too low. So put that one up. And I'll be right back. I had to go for a minute because my 2-year-old thinks I hear noise coming from the side of my garage and there's nothing over there. What the? I hear it, but I don't see it. Whatever it is. Oh well. I have mouse traps because we had mice in here. I have mouse traps, so I'll put a mouse trap even though I don't want to. I feel that's really mean. They're just trying to eat. So that's like really cool to kill it. Okay. Where was I? Son of a gun. Why don't she want to move back now? Oh, now she wants to move back. Okay. So, I don't know how to lock her in place yet. Let me see. I think it might be this little knob on the back. It is. So, I probably was going to use this piece of wood for something, but now I'm not because I want to try her out. And I want to try her out and see how she works. I'm going to start naming, I should name my tools after the Golden Girls. That'd be easy to remember. I'm going to name her, because she's going to go through a lot of wood, I'm going to name her Blanche. I'm going to name her Blanche. I think that would be a good name for a machine that goes through a lot of something. Like Blanche went through a lot of guys. She doesn't go through a lot of wood. She'll be Blanche. So, how do I turn her on? That is a good question. Where is the on-off switch on this baby? I don't know what any of this does, guys. Oh, different angles. This, oh, you can't see them in the way. This moves it like this. And then she also moves from side to side, and there's a big knob on the back to stop it. I think I want to try it like this. But now, it's a matter of finding the on and off switch on her. Blanche, where do we turn you on? Holy cow. Maybe it says on here. So I can't find how to turn her on. Where to turn her on. How to turn her on. It has all the components on it, except for the on-off switch. And I have her plugged in. Wow. Does this do it? Oh, that does it. She's on. Okay, so let's try her out. What the heck? Did I break my blade? I don't think so. I think the blade's okay. No. Maybe, just maybe. Let's put it upright. And then try her out. Maybe it's the blade I have isn't very good. The blade's still going. And I feel like the blade's probably loose. I feel like it is! It broke my blade! So, we will try her out a different day, so I can go to Harbor Freight tomorrow and get the right blade, because it's already nighttime and I don't want to go. And get the right blade and take this piece of crap back, because why did it break my blade? Oh, not the piece of crap as in my miter saw, the piece of crap is in the blade. I'll take that back. But anyway, that was how you put together the 10-inch compound slide miter saw. Oh, and I could have got one that was $20 cheaper, but it didn't move. Like, see, she moves forward and backwards. I think the other one didn't move forward and backward. It just moved like this. Side. It only goes one way, to that side. So I don't think the other one moved forward and backward. But that is my new miter saw that I'm going to have so much fun using. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Please share with anybody who may be interested. And I have the link to my Patreon in my description below, if you can help in any sort of way to keep this channel alive and going. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.